Alright guys, here's the deal. We just did SI units, we did metric, we did everything, and now we got the triangle worksheet. All this part is explaining how to rearrange formulas, because you're going to get stuff in physics that you got to rearrange sometimes, or you might just want to rearrange them. Okay? So, with that being said, let's look at it. Let's look at this first one. Velocity equals distance over time. They put it like that. I'm putting it like this because this is way cooler. Let's make our triangle here. Bam, bam, bam. So, I see that distance is on top here. So I'm going to put distance on top here. Right? It's distance over time. So I'm going to put this time right here. Doesn't matter too much. And then our velocity over here. These are the three different ways you can write that formula. Let's talk about how we know these three different ways. A, you can look at your triangle, but I would look at your triangle last, but you got V equals distance over time. So we have velocity. We already know velocity equals distance over time. That's the first way, right? Second way, if we multiplied this by t, cancel this by t, so we know distance equals velocity times time. Hey, there's the second way right there. And the third way, if we wanted to find time, multiply this by t, cancel, you got to do the same thing this side. Now you got to divide the velocity over, divide velocity, so you have time equals distance over velocity. Super confusing, I know. Just absorb that confusion and convert it to power. Alright, let's look at the next one. Momentum, notice momentum is P, right? Equals mass times velocity. So, I'm going to make my triangle. First thing I'm going to do is, hey, they gave me one formula. Momentum equals mass times velocity, right? I just write them next to each other because it's automatically assumed that that's multiplied, right? So, next thing we're going to do is, because it's P equals, I'm going to put that on top. Because there's no dividing, I'm going to put this here and here. Because notice if I cover it up, mass times velocity. If I cover up density, or excuse me, displacement, what is it, distance? It's velocity times time, right? Or if I cover up velocity, it's distance divided by time. See how it works? What I want you to get out of this is you can rearrange every formula in physics. Now, just like algebra, you can rearrange them, right? So, you might have to do this a little bit. So if we wanted to find velocity, you divide this over. So velocity equals momentum divided by mass. Velocity equals momentum divided by mass. If I wanted to find mass, divide this over. Mass equals momentum divided by velocity. See? Very easy. Very easy stuff. And you can check it. So what does my momentum equal? Mass times velocity. What does my velocity equal? Momentum divided by mass. What does my mass equal? Momentum divided by velocity. Get it? It's not very fun. Absolutely, it's not fun. Exciting? No, not at all. But it is important. Mainly this side. This side's important. Because you're gonna, instead of letters, you're gonna have numbers, and you're gonna have to rearrange that. If you can rearrange it, then you're good. Then you got physics down. I mean, this is the basis. This unit is the foundation of physics. Rearranging formulas, moving numbers around, and converting stuff, and that's it. Alright, let's do one more. Let's go down to current. You won't do this until second semester, but current, which is an I, equals voltage divided by resistance. So, I'm doing a triangle. So voltage is in the division, it's on top, so we're going to do voltage. And we're going to do resistance and current. They gave us one. Current equals voltage over resistance. If we were to rearrange this, this would multiply by R, cancel by R. Voltage would be current times resistance. Oh, current times resistance. There we go. That's better. And resistance is our last one. You'd have to divide this back over. Would be voltage divided by current. I realize I wrote them all different ways, but hopefully you can get it. That's the gist. That's the end of this unit. It's a piece of cake. Make sure any notey things, write them down in your formula chart, because you can use that on your test. I'll let you use your formula chart on every test. Eventually you won't need it because you'll have this stuff memorized, but in the beginning, when you're doing repetition, you will. So if you guys got questions, let me know. Don't forget about this page. You know, a lot of people, they never want to read, and I get it because it's just, reading is not fun sometimes. There's no action, right? But if you take, I mean, think about it. 1 minute, you can read this half a page casually, and you'll get it. It'll make much more sense. Look at this. Notice that so they give us our formula here. Notice that mass is on top, so place it on top. Well, there you go. There's the wisdom. So here's our formula here. They're saying, yo, notice that mass, it's on top of that division, so place it on top. This little bit of information, spending a minute on this page, will save you 3 or 4 minutes on this page, right? So think about that. I mean, it's efficiency. If I said, hey, if you give me $1, I'll give you $5, you'd do it, right? So use the same principle. You know, spend a little bit of time on this, and the rest of the units will be very easy. All right, you guys got questions? Let me know. You're going to do great.